What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J here, and before I get started today, you seen the thumbnail. Just want to give a big shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. First, I want to do that. Next, we're gonna go ahead and just get the sponsors out of the way. I'm on lunch break. Y'all know how I do. This is rapid fire. We got a Motocross ministry. You know, this is what it's looking like. You see it. Yep, Panic Rev. Next sponsor, Eargoes. I've selected a winner to win a pair of these. I will just post their names here and send them a comment to a lucky channel member. And Soda Fuel, discount code for all of this, Trackside. If you want discounts, discount code Trackside, 10% off all this right here. All right, and you need it because it's motocross related. Hydration, ear protection, gear. What more could you ask for? All right, let's go. Shout out Chris, by the way, who's been hooking people up with like merch like this, with the Trackside merch. He's special, made this for me, but I think he sent one of these to one of you guys who he sent some goggles to. So these are all reasons to be members of this channel. So consider joining and subscribe, just because this is dope. All right, I don't want to waste your time. I ain't got time. This is unedited. All right, I ain't even put the little intro thing. Let's just get right into it. Deegan 450. All right, I know I didn't drop a 250 video. I ain't had the time, but we're gonna do some talking about this. Look, Bobby Reagan, Star Racing founder Bobby Reagan, all right, Yamaha, says Deegan is already going plenty fast and looks capable on the big bike. The big bike, all right. So now the team has given him the green light to race one in the AMA Pro Motocross Championship at the Budds Creek National Finale. Yes, that's finale. I just realized that the other day. I thought it was still Ironman, but anyways, if he can wrap the 250 title early, I'm gonna say it one more time. Somebody didn't hear me. If he can wrap the 250 title early, and I'm repeating because he tripping right now. All right, you got Shimoda out here winning. All right, now I know it's not favorable, but I was wrong. I thought Deegan was going to blast everybody at Washougal. That's what he's done. All right, I was wrong. He lost. Okay, now I know to a lot of y'all he still rode great. You know, he got first and got second, but he lost. Joe Shimoda won again. Arguably would have won, you know, 3 in a row, but he lost because, hey, you know, things happen. Bike malfunction. All right, but Deegan currently holds a 45-point lead over Joe Shimoda. This comes from Racer X, by the way. So anyways, y'all check them out, read the full post. Yeah, of course he's still gonna jump down to a 250 for SMX, but this is huge. This is what we want. This is crazy. I'm excited for this. How y'all feeling about this? How y'all feeling about this? Just imagining. All right, we can get it. We can get it, y'all. We can get a taste. We can get a taste. I feel like a fiend. Do I sound like one? We can get a taste of Deegan on a 450 with nothing to lose. Racing jet, Chase, and oh my God, I wish I could throw something right now. I would throw this camera right now. All right, look, I'll throw. No, I don't want to throw the sponsor. All right, listen, this is great, man. This is great. How y'all feeling about that? That's just what I got. All right, how did y'all feel about the 250 race? Insta 360 hit me up on the email. Get this sponsorship. I mean, that's the motocross sponsorship. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of huge. What y'all think? Insta 360? I mean, I don't need it, you know, but you know, could make some money right there. But anyways, man, how y'all feeling about that? That's cool. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm making this video. I was just gonna skip the 250 video because, man, I like making great videos, but that's just it, man. How do you think he will do? By the way, drop that in the comments. I think he would get a top 5. I think it's possible with the way guys have dropped out. People are sick and not performing well. I think there's no good argument that he would blast anybody out of the water. It's in the top 3 guys: Chase, Tomac, Jet, even Hunter. Okay, but it's possible. I'll put him right there with Hunter Deegan on a 450 right now. Right now, I'll put him right there with Hunter. Realistically, I'll put him right there as a 4th place guy if he would have raced this Budds Creek race. All right. Oh my goodness, I'm so hyped right now for this. So what do y'all think about that? I believe that Deegan could have won Washougal, by the way. He didn't get a start. Okay, that's just what we all know he's got to do. He didn't do it. All right, so here's the hoping he can lock this thing in. I'm hoping my boy, well, he's always hungry, he's always dangerous, so I'm hoping this is motivation for him, because I feel like on the inside he would like to do that. Right, but what do you guys think about this? The next thing I wanted to talk about was this video from Chase Sexton. I'm gonna see if I can just play it here. All right, let's listen to what Chase talking about.
So the difference between good and being great is being able to ride a bike that you don't necessarily feel comfortable on and being able to go out there and still perform. Like, I remember back in the, I mean, hindsight going back, like when I was on Honda, I was kind of a spoiled brat. Like, I would complain about the bike a lot. I would also say it in interviews. I said it last year with the KTM. That was me just thinking the grass is always greener on the other side kind of thing. And that's not really the case. I think you always have those races where you feel good, but there's a lot more races where you don't feel comfortable and you have to overcome it. And I think that's the difference between, like I said, the good and great riders. Like, the guys that can overcome that are the guys that are going to compete for championships and being able to make best of their bad nights. Yeah, like even this weekend, there's second moto, I didn't feel very comfortable at all. Like, I was in my helmet, I felt like I was not riding the greatest, and I made a change for the second moto, which don't ask me why I did that, but I made a change for the second moto and it didn't translate like I thought it was going to, and I wasn't really comfortable. But you have to be able to ride around that. And I know there's days, I mean, the Supercross this year, Jet and Hunter, their bikes didn't look good. They obviously struggled for a little bit, but they figured it out and they're able to ride around what their problems are. Eli, same way. So I think it's just like trying to be able to be a good enough rider, and that's something that I think I've worked on honestly this last year. Is like, I basically told myself, like, yeah, you might not like the bike, you might not feel comfortable on it every day, but there's something that you have to overcome. And I think this year I've focused more on myself and being able to like make myself better to be able to overcome those situations when you don't feel comfortable. So the difference between good and being great.
That's what we've been saying, Chase. Is he listening to us? That's what we've been saying. First off, we've been saying this is his problem, is he can't just overcome the bike because the bike ain't gonna be perfect, bruh. All right, and that's what Jet was doing. All right, they were making their technique work with the bike, whereas Chase wanted the bike to work with his technique, bruh. Come on. So he did that. All right, he's got that, and everything he said right there was good, and we saw that. Like you said. Don't ask me why I made a bike change. I'm asking, why did you do that? What are you, so he still ain't all the way there, but he at least knows. So guys, this is great. This is good, because what I did not want was Deegan coming up to this class and it just being a Deegan and Jet battle. I wanted to be we got people will say like, oh, James or Ricky, but no, we had James, Chad Reed, and Ricky. All right, we had a three-way. Whoa. But you get what I'm saying, all right? And that was cool. That was exciting. The more guys battling, the better. That one moment in Washougal in the 450s where we had a four-way battle, I was going crazy in my house. Okay, so that was good, man. How y'all feel about this? I need Deegan, Chase, Jet, Tomac, Hunter, AP. I need all of them battling. All right, and is Barsha and Ferranda's going to Ducati? Is that for real? I don't know. I ain't told nobody. I just see the internet. I'm with y'all. I'm common like you guys. I'm not in LinkedIn with anyone, so I don't know. But I ain't gonna lie, Ferrandis will be great for Ducati. I didn't even think about that. We got a dog for outdoors, and he's on that Ducati. He's gonna let her eat. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I know he's declining, but I'm still happy with that, because put some respect on Ferrandis' names. He got a 450 championship. Put some respect on it. All right, but what do you guys think about all this? I'm out. I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys. Subscribe if you want more of this. We'll see what else we might can react to. Y'all like these quick, short, videos? We get to talk about this stuff. Let me know, man. I'm feeling this. This is cool. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys in the next video. And thanks for watching.